We're starting a new series called The Storyteller, in which we're going to look at different stories that Jesus tells through the Gospels. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the daily devotionals each week and revolve them around the Wednesday message. And the theme this week is going to focus on this idea that there's always room with Jesus. And to kick us off, we're going to look at this idea from Luke chapter 6, in which it says, "Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven." And what we can't do is look at this verse in isolation and say, just we'll live and let live. We have to read the Bible in its entirety, which tells us that we should judge things as sinful, and that we should call our brothers to repent. But what this verse is doing is it's cautioning us to not to just write a person off and not to lose hope in people where we say they're not worth our time, they're not worth our effort because they just are bad. And the way that it gets us to see this is it flips it back on us and says that it just assumes that we don't want to be condemned, that we don't want to be judged, and that we want to be forgiven. Why? Because we all understand that there's mistakes that we make and things that are broken in us, and we don't want people to lose hope in us. And so this verse says, well, if you don't want that to happen to you, then don't do that to other people.